Shares of Oracle continue to slide this morning despite bullish long-term forecasts. At its analyst day yesterday, it said it expects cloud sales of $166 billion. That would be by fiscal year 2030. It also increased its deal backlog. It's now over $500 billion, both seemingly positives. The stock did move up a bit after those numbers were shared yesterday, but of course you can see down almost 8%. Seema Mody's here at Post 9. She has more on sort of what's going on here.
So, David and Sarah, let's talk about the price action, because as you just pointed out, David, really bullish numbers around growth trajectory, the outlook on artificial intelligence infrastructure, those gross margins numbers expected to come in the 30 to 40% range in 2030, higher than consensus. Here's the deal. Earnings guidance does imply a dip in margins in 2028 before recovering into 2030. So perhaps a little bit of short-term pain tied to the build out of data centers. Rishi Jaluri at RBC Capital says it feels like the stock may take a bit of a breather here as investors digest those numbers and get comfortable around the achievability of long-term numbers. What Oracle has done, though, to play catch-up in cloud infrastructure is notable. This graphic from Jefferies, taking the rounds this morning, illustrates just how Oracle's record backlog in cloud contracts puts it ahead of Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. And keep in mind, Oracle, as of a few years ago, did not have any skin in the game. It was a latecomer. Management last night confirming on the call that $65 billion in new commitments over the past 30 days does include not just OpenAI, but a new customer, Meta. Analysts, though, including Julia, are more skeptical about Oracle's longer-term attractiveness as AI training costs decline. The industry, he believes, will gravitate more towards Microsoft and Amazon for inference. Now, Oracle founder and chairman Larry Ellison last night throwing a bit of shade on his competitors, saying Oracle does it all, from building data centers, training the AI model, empowering its database. He adds that, quote, none of the other three big cloud vendors do that, and they are primarily tech platforms. So, guys, the race is on, and the jury is still out. Who's going to win?
Yeah, Larry likes to talk about vectorizing his data. This
Great
whole
word.
idea, I know, I love it. I'm not sure what it means, but I guess, combining your ability to have private data and then the public availability of data for an LLM to use it, and use the Oracle Cloud, obviously, to help you find solutions to any questions you might have.
That was one of the points they really tried to hit on at the conference earlier this week, this idea that so far large language models are being trained on the open source, but over time, being able to extract the data that Oracle has, that becomes a bigger opportunity for enterprise. Now, we got to see how that feeds into earnings, because right now, what the market is still looking at is the open source LLMs and how they will be leveraging the cloud infrastructure that Oracle is running. So far this morning, no price target changes to the downside, only to the upside, David and Sarah. Barclays from 367 to 400, Deutsche Bank from 335 to 375. So yes, the stock is down. The sell side right now still confident.
So I was going to say, bull case intact. They didn't do anything to shake. It had run up so much.
Seems so. Again, slight dip in margins potentially in 2028 before they get to that ambitious target in 5 years. But that seems to be
not the kind of margins that I think, David, you alluded to that were in that information report.
Yeah, that was 14%. That was a number that seemed to be dismissed by the CEOs when I spoke to them on Monday. They didn't obviously offer any specifics, but now we do know, at least over time, 30 to 40%.
Wasn't that encouraging, the fact that they actually addressed it head on? A lot of times companies will say, we're not going to break that number out, but we'll give you some commentary on how the demand picture
Without a doubt. Yeah, it was interesting talking to those two. Of course, one of the most important companies there is, Oracle, certainly having moved, as you just noted, to the fore, in fact, of providing so much in terms of the AI ecosystem, so to speak. Seema, thank you.